Alright, welcome back. In this video we're going to make a game over screen. So let's get started. Alright, first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new scene. So let's go to scene, new scene, and let's go ahead and do other node. We'll do control again, that should be fine. And let's go ahead and name this game over. And what we're going to do is we're going to configure it to the anchor, and we're going to set that to full rectangle. Now in our menu scene, we kind of built it with these texture rectangles. I'm not going to do that this time. There are some pre-made images, I guess, preview, and they're called previews, right? So if I take this, if we're looking at our environment folder, Forest of Illusion expansion, and we see this right here, previews, there's this illusion forest that we can drop in, right? And we can just kind of bring it out to fill up the space. Something like that, and then we'll just move it over so that it's got, there we go, a little bit of bleed on both sides, right? You feel free to look through these though and see which ones you like. If you want to build your own, then you can see how to do that in the main menu scene folder or video. I'm just gonna go with this though. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a label. So right click on game over and go to add child node. We're going to look for a label. This is going to be my game, I'll just say geo text or geo label. There we go. Label. There we go. Alright. And in here I'm just going to put game over. Now you don't, it's all the way up here and it's still kind of small, so what I'm going to do is in my inspector I'm going to go to theme overrides, font sizes. I'm going to just increase that up to 48 and then move this guy down here. There we go. Alright, next thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to add a VBox container for our button. So add a child node. Oh, stop. Hold on. Click on game over because we want it to be a parent of a game over, not of the game over label. Now we're going to add a child node and type in VBox container. I'm going to go ahead and click on our anchor presets and center that. I'm also going to right click on VBox container. I'm going to add two buttons. So I'm going to add a button, then I'm going to duplicate, oops, I do need to save it, but not right now. Duplicate a button, just like so. This button in the inspector, I'm going to type in main menu. And then in button 2, I'm going to type in quit. And the button's going to be named button for main menu button. And then this one's going to be called Q button for quit button. Alright, now that we got this all laid out, let's go ahead and press Ctrl S to save. This is our first time saving it, so you're going to see the save scene as screen pop up. Go ahead and go to your scenes folder, and then make sure it says game over down here at the bottom and press save. Alright. This part is going to be, it should be relatively simple. We're going to go ahead and add a script. Okay. Make sure that we look at the path directory and that it's saved in our scripts folder. So click on the folder, go to scripts and press open, then press create, and here we are. Now a lot of this we can actually take from our main menu. So if we go to our main menu script, you're going to see that we can take this one, right, and paste that. This one is the on quit pressed. We can just copy that over here and add that as a function, and then we'll need to add our what's it called? We need to add our signal connection. There we go, right here. So I'm actually just gonna copy this part right here, because our path in our game over is actually a little bit different. So I'm gonna drag the quit button over here to ready, and then I'm gonna paste in the rest of that, and we don't need that. And did I miss something in there? No, I didn't miss anything. Oh, here, that's why. Dot pressed. There we go. So that sets up that one. Now for this one, it should be just as simple. Dot pressed, dot connect. And then we're gonna connect to our function on main menu pressed, right? So what all I'm gonna do here is what? Oh, because I think I gotta create that signal. Signal on. Oh no, because I don't have that function. That's why. That's what we're doing right now. I don't need the process. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna change the name to main menu, and now it should be as simple as typing get tree dot change scene to file. And then we're gonna just look for our main menu here. You can find it here also, and you see it's trying to like predictive text, right? And it's got all the scenes, so you can find main menu there, or you can find it down here in your file system. Right click on it and press copy path, and then you can paste it, and that will work as well. Why is it not working? That's a good question. Oh, I think I need to have it in quotations, and then it'll work. There we go. Alright, now let's go ahead and press save, Control S, right? And let's test it out. We're just gonna run it from the current scene and see what happens. Alright. So right away we see some issues here, right? But if we quit, that works. Let's run it again. If we press main menu, and that works. Alright, so everything works there. As far as the image goes, that is because I just drug in the sprite. What I should have done is I should have just done a texture rectangle. So if I go in, I think we can just change this one. So let's go to right click, change type, and type in texture rectangle, right? And then we can just move this back up there like so, and now if we run it, it should be fine. And it's not. Why is it not fine? Does it fit with proportional? No. What did I do for the main menu one on there? I'm gonna look. Keep size, yep, keep aspect covered. So maybe I'll try that one. Keep size, keep aspect covered, and let's rerun it. Nope. I think that one was just made to be shorter. I'm not sure. Why are those there? That's what it, okay, so my anchor point is still top left, right? So if I go and I need to change my preset, let's see what it looks like centered. If we do centered and we bring this up here, now what happens? Let's see. Alright, we're getting somewhere, but we're probably gonna need to make this actually a full rectangle. And so that means we're gonna have to drag this guy up. Let's go ahead and let's bring some of this ground up. Right, get a little bit of everything in there. And now let's run the current scene. There we go, that's better, and everything still works. The text looks really tiny on that, so I mean, I guess the good thing to do would be to increase the size of that text. So we can go select those, go to theme overrides, font sizes. We'll make those 48, right? That'll bump those sizes up, which is fine. And then our label, we can move up here, and we'll bump that up to 72. And now let's check it out. There we go, that's better. Alright. So there you have it, folks. The final thing for this was make sure that you change your anchor preset to full rectangle. Make sure that you keep size and keep the aspect covered, and then it'll cover up the full screen and you'll be good on that. What you guys learned today was creating a game over screen. Oh, we didn't implement it. It might help if we implemented it, right? So let's go back to our scripts. I almost ended the video prematurely. I apologize. So, player controller, where's our death? Alright, so here, where it says else print game over, what we need to do is type in reload, not reload, whoops, not reload. It needs to be get tree. Get tree dot call scene, whoops, is it call scene to file? Is that what we did? Yeah, call scene to file, and then in here we're gonna take our game over scene. Where is it? There it is. Copy path. And then in parentheses. Now, let's die a few times to check that out real quick. Because we're only at 14 minutes, so we still got plenty of time. Alright, dead. Dead. And boom, there we go. Right now we could add, that was real quick, right? We learned today was creating our game over screen. We created a new scene. We added a texture rectangle. We added a label and a VBox container with a couple of buttons. We got it all coded in, right? Oh, that's the player controller. We got it all coded in. And then we got it working and connected with our player controller. So, that's it for this video. Keep learning, keep building. I'll see you in the next one.